Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a 4-3-1-2 that emulates Jose Mourinho's Porto side from the early 2000s, a side that won the UEFA Cup, now known as the Europa League, and then the following season went on and massively overachieved and won that Champions League trophy. So today we're testing this out obviously with Porto, we're testing it out with Aston Villa in the Premier League, and we're testing it out with PSG to see how it does across a range of leagues, across a range of size of clubs. And as well, I will link you to my Porto rebuild that's on the channel so you can see how this tactic actually does over a 5-season spell. I think you'll enjoy that one, so check it out. The link is down below. But the first club we're going to look at is Aston Villa. We have signed Dominic Calvert-Lewin because for some reason I started this. I took over Aston Villa a week into the season, so they signed Dom already. Anyway, so the Carabao Cup, third round exit to Liverpool, but unfortunately, Emirates FA Cup, we are the runners-up, losing in penalties to Liverpool, so we could have won that trophy there. UEFA Europa League, semi-final exit to Juventus, no mean feat to get to that stage, but the Premier League's where it's at. 28 wins, 4 draws, 6 losses, goal difference of 49 to win the Premier League. Yes, it's a relatively low points tally compared to some recent seasons with 88, but we've won it. We've won the Premier League with Aston Villa. If we take a look at some of the key numbers, most goals Aston Villa 85, few's conceded, we're up there with 36, so we're conceding less than a goal a game, which is something I always love to see. In terms of possession, we're sitting in fourth with 55% possession. Best pass rate, we're not actually there. Most tackles, we're not here. Most clean sheets, 15 clean sheets across the season, really good. Most shots, we're third, so we are getting a lot of high quality shots, which is why we are the second top goal scorers as we saw it, and it's obviously why we won the league. In terms of player, most goals, Dominic Calvert-Lewin has revitalised his career at Aston Villa here. 17 goals for him, second top scorer. In terms of assists, Yuri Tielemans top there with 12. Player of the matches, we've got Dom third, equal at 5. Most shots, Ollie Watkins in second with 91. He only scored 7 goals from those 91 shots, however. But Dominic Calvert-Lewin's up there with 78. Most key passes, we've got Yuri Tielemans is on there. Best pass completion, usually goalkeepers. In terms of dribbles made, we've got nobody here. Tackles 1, we've got nobody here. Most clean sheets, we've got Emi Martinez with 14 from his 32. He conceded 0.91 goals per game, and he only conceded 29 himself across the season. So looking quickly at the data hub for Aston Villa, if we see we scored 2.24 goals per game from exceeded 1.9. We're expected to concede just over a goal a game. We've conceded just under a goal a game, so perfect metrics there. And if we look at the actual squad, we will see Dominic Calvert-Lewin, 36 goals, 8 assists. Tielemans, 13 goals, 14 assists. Donyell Malen, Ollie Watkins, John McGinn and Leon Bailey, all in the double digits for goals, which is absolutely phenomenal. 6 players hitting double digits. In terms of assists, John McGinn, Tielemans and Leon Bailey all in double digits there. So for Aston Villa, spectacular. So close to a double. Semi-final of the Europa League as well, and unfortunately the Carabao Cup third round, but we've won the Premier League, that's the one that matters. We'll now go to PSG and show you how it does with an elite side. So with PSG, as you can see, we have won the quadruple. We won the Trophy de Champion, beating Marseille 1-0 in that final. Coupe de France, 9th exit to ruin, which is a bit of a surprise there. We've won the UEFA Super Cup, beating Spurs 2-1. Champions League, we've beaten Real Madrid on penalties here after a boring 0-0 game. And in Liga and Uber Eats, we have won the league with 84 points. So 27 wins, 3 draws, 4 losses, goal difference of 74. We'll take a look at the numbers in a bit more detail now. We can see in terms of goals, 101 goals scored, really good. 669 shots, 230 shots against. In terms of possession, we're at 53%. Best pass completion, we're not on the list there. Most tackles, we're not on the list. Most dribbles, 692. Most clean sheets, 15. Lens with the most clean sheets, that is really good for them, really interesting. And Thews conceded, we only conceded 27. So, in terms of the player numbers for the league, in terms of goals, Ramos hit 20, Kolo Muani hit 19, and Asensio hit 15 in the league. In terms of assists, Asensio got 19 assists to go with his 15 goals. Hakimi and Fabian both with 8 assists, player of the match wise. Ramos, Asensio and Kolo Muani there, players you would expect based on what we've seen so far. In terms of shots, Asensio, Kolo Muani and Ramos all among the top performers. Most key passes, Asensio 132, miles ahead of second place, and then Zaire Emery is third. Best pass completion, we've got Donnarumma 97%. Most tackles won is Zaire Emery, looks like he's had a great season himself. Most dribbles, no Mendes here with 96 in 6th place. Fewest conceded, we've got Donnarumma conceding 24, conceding 0.8 per 90 for himself in the league. So in the data hub, we will take a look and we can see 2.97 goals per game from outside 2.49. We're only expected to concede 0.82 per game. We've conceded actually 0.79, so round about what you'd expect based on the numbers, but we've outperformed that metric. And overall, player-wise, Goncalo Ramos, 31 goals, 10 assists. Marco Asensio, 25 goals, 26 assists it's showing here. And he hit 15 goals and 19 assists in the league. That is absolutely unbelievable for the Spaniard. Here it's showing he's got 1 more goal, 1 more assist, and when you actually click into him, I'm not sure why. But Colmouani, 22 goals himself, 7 assists. Kvaratskhelia, 20 goals as well. So that's 4 players hitting over 20 goals. That's absolutely unheard of. And assist-wise, again, Asensio, 26 and 27. That's just unreal. But Ramos, Hakimi and Fabian also in the double digits there. So absolutely brilliant season for PSG. We've won a quadruple. Unfortunate not to win a quintuple, but you know, that's what happens sometimes in the Cups. But we've won 4 trophies. You couldn't really ask for more than that. And we've had some brilliant seasons from Ramos, Colmouani and especially Asensio. So now we're going to go and see how Porto do with this in this tactic simulation. And then, as I said, link will be down below to my Porto rebuild to see how this does over a 5-season spell. You don't want to miss it. And here with Porto, we've won the Allianz Cup, beating Benfica 3-1 in that final. Unfortunately, semi-final exit of the Taça de Portugal to Sporting. Came up against a tough side in Chelsea in the Europa League round of 16. Unfortunately, we've lost there. But we have won the league with 94 points, 30 wins, 4 draws, 0 losses, goal difference of 84. And if we look at the numbers in detail, Porto 101 goals scored, most shots 692, few shots against, we're second behind Benfica for that metric. Most possession, we're sitting at 54%. Best pass completion, we're not here. Most tackles won, we're not here. Most dribbles made, 717, a long way above Sporting. Few's conceded, just the 17. We've conceded 0.5 goals a season in the league. 19 clean sheets here. In terms of the players who have massively performed, Samu with 27 goals outscoring Gyökeres, Dani Namaso with 21 goals, Andre Franco hitting 14, which is surprising. Assist-wise, João Mario with 12 and Francisco Mora with 9. Player of the matches, Dani Namaso's there with 7 and Samu leading the way with 9. Most shots, Samu 118 shots, Dani Namaso 94 and Andre Franco with 68. Most key passes, Andre Franco with 123. Absolutely top notch. And Estuquio, I've butchered his name in the rebuild as you'll see. 84 key passes from João Mario with 69. Best pass completion, Diogo Costa's in third. Dribbles, João Mario, the right back, 152. Tackles 1, we've actually got Steven there with 92. Clean sheet wise, 18 for Diogo Costa, and he only conceded 16. He conceded, as we see, 0.5 goals per game this season. Data hub wise, we take a look at the numbers. 2.97 goals per game, conceded 0.5. That is absolutely amazing. I cannot stress enough how good this tactic is defensively. Just look at that, 0.5 goals per game with Porto. Now looking at some of the key players for this side, we skip this here. We can see Samu, 45 goals and 14 assists across the season. I'll tell you now, I don't think he hit those sort of numbers at any point in my rebuild, so this just shows you how, just completely simulating it, Samu can destroy in this tactic. Dani Namaso with 26 goals as well. Andre Franco, 24 goals, 14 assists. Assist-wise, as we see, Francisco Mora with the 15, Samu with 14, João Mario with 14, Andre Franco with 14. So some absolutely brilliant numbers being put up here. A bit unfortunate in the Taça de Portugal and coming up against tough tie in the Europa League and Chelsea, but we've won a double. But what you're all here for, I'm going to show you exactly how this tactic lines up and how you can download this tactic for your FM save, or if you want to just pause it and you can just take it from there. So here we are with the Flying Scotsman, Jose's Porto 4-3-1-2. A bit of a mouthful, but here we are. So we are going firstly with a positive mentality. In possession, we're playing the ball fairly wide. We're playing it slightly more direct at a slightly higher tempo, and we're running at the defence. In the transition, we are regrouping, which is a bit unusual. You will see most tactics are counter-press in FM24, but we are regrouping this time. We are countering and we're distributing it to the centre-backs and to the full-backs. Out of possession, we are going in the mid-block and the standard defensive line. Again, we are not triggering the press, we're not pressing constantly, which is something you don't often see. We're triggering the press more often, we're getting stuck in. And now, onto the players. In goals, we have just a goalkeeper on defend. The right back and the left back are both just full backs on support, but they both have get further forward. So, although they're not wing backs, they are not on attack. Get further forward instruction means that when they are in possession especially, they will bomb down the wings, and that's why you've seen such high assist numbers from the likes of João Mario, Hakimi, players like that. You've seen the assist numbers they get, and if you look at the Porto rebuild, you will see again how many assists my full backs have been getting. The defensive centres, 2 central defenders, both in defend, just the standard instructions. Midfield 3, in the middle we are playing with a ball-winning midfield on defend. Again, no additional instructions for him, we're keeping it pretty simple for most of these players. Left and right of him we have 2 box-to-box midfielders, obviously on support. Both are running wide with the ball, so they will kind of help out around the wide areas when the full-backs are not getting further forward. And in front of them, we have an attacking midfielder on attack with moving to channels again, so he can just kind of drift in and around the two strikers. And both strikers are both advanced forwards, both on attack, with no additional instructions. So there we have it. That is my iteration of Jose Mourinho's 4-3-1-2 from his time at Porto. Again, if you want to see how this works over a 5-season period, check out the rebuild, which will be linked below, and I'll put the picture of the thumbnail up around somewhere so that you can see what to look out for. But again, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.